Andreessen Horowitz is playing politics like no other. That's the headline from a new investigation by the New York Times, reported by Theodore Schleifer with graphics by Ashley Kai. The biggest donor in the midterm elections isn't Elon Musk, or George Soros, or any of the other billionaires who are often thought to wield the fattest wallets in politics. It's a venture capital firm, Andreessen Horowitz. The article reveals how the firm's political spending has surged to unprecedented levels for a venture capital shop, making it the top contributor in the current midterm cycle. The Silicon Valley firm, along with its co-founders Marc Andreessen and Ben Horowitz, has funneled more than $115 million in disclosed federal contributions to midterm election efforts so far this cycle, according to a Times analysis of Federal Election Commission data. That makes it the biggest known spender this campaign cycle, surpassing heavy hitters like George Soros at $102.9 million, Elon Musk at $85 million, and Wall Street financier Jeff Yass at $81.8 million. The data, which is rounded, covers contributions disclosed by donors and their affiliated organizations since November 2024, though the Times notes that Elon Musk's contributions in November and December 2024 are excluded because they were designated for the 2024 election cycle expenses. The firm is no stranger to politics, its founders are billionaires and experienced donors, but the scale has jumped dramatically. Andreessen Horowitz is not new to politics, its founders are billionaires and experienced donors. But the amount of zeros on its checks has increased beyond even the $63 million or so that it and its eponymous founders spent in the 2024 cycle, as part of what the Times calls an astonishing effort by an investment shop to bend politics to its will. The firm's political engagement is not a passing interest but a long-term strategy. This time around, they've nearly doubled down. The commitment became unmistakably long-term the day after Election Day in 2024, when the firm officially pumped more than $23 million into the cryptocurrency industry's main super PACs, even though no major elections were on the horizon for another 2 years. Andreessen Horowitz declined to comment for the Times story and did not make its founders available for interviews. But Marc Andreessen signaled the strategy on an election recap podcast recorded just days after the election. He said, quote, "My conclusion is this has to be a permanent role that we play. There will be some phases of the moon in which the tides are on our side. And there will be some phases when we really have to fight. But we have to stay involved every step of the way," unquote. The venture firm's spending is part of a broader shift. In this year's midterms, the biggest donors are no longer just individual billionaires but corporate entities and investment shops willing to deploy massive sums to bend politics to their will. This shift underscores how a single venture capital firm can now outpace even the most famous individual megadonors. The Times analysis is based on Federal Election Commission filings and includes contributions from the firm and its affiliated organizations. The Times also published a graphic listing the top contributors this midterm cycle, with Andreessen Horowitz at the top, followed by Soros, Musk, and Yass. That's the story from the New York Times. Thanks for listening.